Hey there, folks, alongside TJ Calkins, Jay Sannon here with ATS, getting you ready for UFC 272. And TJ, I know you have quite a bit of action on this card. We will talk about all of it, starting with Maia Agapova taking on Marina Moroche. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I think we have an ascending fighter and a fighter that's peaked. This is a grudge match, much like the main event. These fighters used to train together. They hate each other. And we're going to see continued developments from Maria Agapova fight to fight. And she's a far more dangerous striker. I mean, she has more power. She's more aggressive. I think it's going to be a long day for Moroz. And on the floor, if this fight hits the floor, Moroz, I feel like he's more of an armbar specialist, but I think it's an overall grappling skill set. I like Agapova better. I think she's more likely to end up on top of the fight hits the floor, but she's just going to come forward and she's absolutely going to put it on Moroz in a spot where these fighters hate each other. I want the ascending fighter. I want the more dangerous fighter, and I'm going to take Agapova inside the distance, getting a plus 180 figure.
TJ, next I want to find out what you think of Jalen Turner taking on Jamie Mullarkey. It's Turner the favorite at minus 160.
Yeah, Turner is in a great spot here. Mullarkey's been impressive. He has a couple of consecutive wins, including one where he weathered the storm against Devontae Smith, who is extremely dangerous. But Smith faded bad. Mullarkey got the finish there. That's not going to happen with Turner. And we're also in the bigger octagon in T-Mobile Arena. So the length and the straight shots of Turner are just going to be a nightmare for Mullarkey. Turner's going to land more volume. He's going to land at will. He's going to land with bigger power. And Mullarkey just simply isn't going to be able to create the dirty strike matchup that he wants, that he needs. Don't sleep on Turner on the mat either. He got a couple submissions in a row after being a knockout artist for the vast majority of his career. So even if this fight hits the floor, I would say Turner has the better BJJ skill set. So no matter where this fight goes, I think Turner has it covered, and I really like him at that minus 160 price.
TJ, a fight with two fighters capable of creating a finish. Greg Hardy and Sergey Spivak. What do you think here?
Man, Hardy, what's he doing? He's coming in a fight week at 290 pounds. I don't know what he's doing. If he's going to miss his 266, just last month we saw the first ever heavyweight miss. I don't know if Hardy's trying to do it again. Either way, he's going to be the much larger fighter. He's going to be a much more powerful fighter. We've already seen Spivak starched by Aspinall, starched by Walt Harris in the UFC. Although he was able to circumvent the Tai Tuivasa power. He was able to take him down. He actually submitted to Tuivasa. So what we're looking at is Spivak needs to get Hardy down. He needs to just wear on the gas tank just a little bit. But Hardy is going to be so much more powerful than the one threatening the chin in the stand-up. Spivak is going to be so much better on the floor. Positionally, he's going to get to where he wants. He's going to land all the ground and pound he wants. Hardy's not going to have an answer if Spivak can get him down. So one way or the other, we're going to see a knockout here, either Spivak on the floor or Hardy on the feet. And at only minus 225, I like this fight to end inside the distance.
TJ, Kevin Holland, a heavy favorite at minus 320 against Alex Oliveira. Tell us what you think about this one.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Holland dropping to welterweight is going to be such a great career move for him. He just didn't have the thickness in his body, and the wrestlers at middleweight were able to just take him down and control him. Granted, he wasn't smart about it at times. He would try to fight from his back as opposed to returning to his feet, that sort of thing. But his length, his power at welterweight it's going to be next level. I mean, such a good athlete. He's got such good movement. And at range, he is going to absolutely destroy Cowboy Oliveira. Now, what we're going to see is Oliveira is going to realize the striking is not going to go his way, and I think that happens pretty quickly. And if Holland doesn't knock him out quickly, we're going to see Oliveira turn to a wrestler. Now, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Oliveira gets down. Even if he does, this lower weight class, I think Holland has the better BJJ skill set between the two. He'll either be able to return to his feet or just suck the gas tank out of Oliveira, who has had that issue in the past. So if Holland doesn't get it done early, Oliveira is going to have no recourse but to spend that gas tank trying to wrestle. And once that gas tank's spent, I think Holland knocks him out late. So one way or the other, I think Holland gets this done. And the minus 120 price tag on the inside of the distance line is much more attractive than that minus 320 flat line.
TJ, Bryce Mitchell taking on Edson Barboza, fight minus 165 to end inside the distance. What do you think happens here?
Man, this is a wild striker versus grappler matchup. You know, Bryce Mitchell, we see what he does, man. He wants to get it down, and he just keeps getting better at it. His striking has not caught up, however. So if Barboza's takedown defense is on point and he forces Mitchell to stand in front of him, Barboza is absolutely going to light him up with kicks, with punches. He's going to knock him out. However, Barboza is a fighter. If taken down, he can be controlled on the mat. And Mitchell being able to control a fighter means he's ultimately going to end up in a dominant position. He's probably going to find a submission. So, much like that heavyweight fight we just discussed, I really like this fight to end inside the distance. I don't know whose force of will is going to dictate where the fight takes place, but whoever it is, they are super live and probable for a finish. So, fight to end inside the distance at minus 165.
And TJ, I want to get your thoughts on the UFC 272 main event, Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal.
So it's so much similar, but so not similar to the Masvidal Ben Askren fight, which we all know was a 5-second knockout highlight reel for Masvidal. So that's not going to happen with Covington. You know, Covington is far more rounded than Askren. He can do so much more in the stand-up. And we're going to see Colby once again weaponize his cardio, his pace, his pressure. He's just going to throw volume so heavily just to work his way inside, work takedowns. Even if his opponent gets back up, rinse, repeat, do it all over again. But truly, the only path for Masvidal is finding that knockout in this fight. There's zero chance he can win a decision from Covington. So what we're going to see is Colby at minus 340. It almost feels like a wide price, but it isn't. He just has that pace, that pressure, that cardio, the takedowns that he will get in bunches. And he's just going to grind Masvidal down. It's not going to be an exciting ending, but I think Colby gets it done. However, I'm not so confident that I'll put a betting play on it.
TJ, thank you for your expertise on UFC 272. Of course, go to ATS.io for TJ's written thoughts on the card. Until next time, TJ Calkins, Jay San, and Saint, see you later. Good luck on your UFC 272 action.